Now that you've learned to conduct research, the next step is analyzing what you find. Let's talk about skimming and scanning journal articles. We've got our assignment, we've decided on a topic, and now we're starting on our research. It can be a little scary. What comes next? When we're first learning how to do essay research, it can be overwhelming. We're researching why dogs are better pets than cats for our essay. When we first go to Google Scholar, broad research terms bring back millions of results. We need to make our research more manageable. Remember, research is like a pizza. We don't want to eat the whole thing, we just want a tiny slice. Using narrower research terms will bring back fewer results closer to what we want to discuss in our paper. But still, this is a lot to read through. What do? Well, we skim and scan for keywords and information to determine whether or not the article is useful for our assignment topic. While you're researching, you want to keep track of the titles you do look at and where you find them. You might be researching between classes or late at night. You might be researching for 3 or 4 essays, all due around the same time in the same week. Having a research log not only helps you stay organized, but also provides research proof if your professor ever questions your work. We want to skim and scan a little quickly for information, and we're going to start with the title. This gives us an idea of what the article is about. We're going to ask ourselves, what are the keywords? Are they what we're looking for? Who wrote the article? How old is it? If all of this looks good, then jump to the abstract. An abstract is like a movie trailer for the article. It summarizes all the important points of the whole article, like what the researchers were trying to prove and what the results of the research were. This is where we start to annotate and highlight important points as we skim and scan the information. If this preview looks helpful, then go to the introduction. The introduction gives a lot more details about the research. Skim, scan, highlight, annotate. If this research still looks helpful, jump to the conclusion. This part summarizes all of the research findings and what they mean. This is where you can really decide if this research can be used in your own paper. Again, skim, scan, highlight, annotate, and then look for the limitation or discussion section. It should be around the conclusion, either above it or in the conclusion. All great research points out the limitations of their study and discusses how it might be faulty or could be improved. These things are great for us because they provide us with counter-arguments that we might discuss in our own paper. We repeat the process until we have enough evidence to back up our arguments. Be sure to consider data and statistics, and if you do, cite them. How much information you choose depends on your assignment and the length of it. Remember, you don't want to be over or under more than 10% of the word count that your professor stated in the assignment. By staying organized and following these steps, skimming and scanning helps you quickly narrow down sources and identify the most relevant information for your research.